So the market is up by 2% as it continues to escape the downtrend. It's now closing towards the first resistance again, but let's talk about the top stocks that you've requested for today. Alright, let's talk about Ayala Land. Ayala Land also, if you look at the prevailing theme, if the index is moving up, most of the stocks that are large cap stocks will also move in that direction. And Ayala Land is also one of them. Price and momentum oscillators are showing price buy-ups. Price and momentum oscillators are showing a more aggressive buying with momentum as well. So this is triggered by first the breakout from the moving average at 37.6, then it broke out from another resistance at 39.75. So just like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successive days of green candles for Ayala Land. Should this continue, it will now try to challenge the resistance at 41.75 pesos per share. So why am I saying this? If you are a quick trader, as it challenges 41.7 and it fails to break out on 41.7, you are a quick trader, it's already a good place for you to take profits for Ayala Land. So why am I saying this? Failure to break out of 41.7, quick trader, take profits, because you might see it retrace to around back to 39.75 pesos per share. However, this is something very, very interesting naman, because for the past few weeks, Ayala Land has been bearish. But if it breaks out of 41.7 and stays past 41.7, you are a quick trader, hold on to your position first. No need to sell, because at that point in time, a breakout from 41.7 will push Ayala Land to turn from bearish to bullish. And if you are a position trader, that's the best time for you to start coming in, piling in, to enter the stock as well. As you will see already that some of the oscillators have now started to confirm also that the stock has turned bullish. So quick traders, watch out for 41.75, failure to break that, take profits. Position traders, a breakout from 41.75, you can come in. All bets are off if the stock fails to break out of 41.75 pesos per share. So if we talked about Ayala Land, guess what? We're going to talk about another large stock as well, which is SM Prime Holdings. SM Prime had a pretty much good move today. It had a large green candle, not just a large movement with momentum, not just also a breakout from a lot of the moving averages, but it broke out from the 37 range, which has been our resistance for the past month or so. Since June, SM Prime has not broken out successfully at 37 pesos per share. So today it did. All of the moving averages are bullish now, but above and beyond that, while this is happening, money has been moving in. As what I mentioned yesterday, the breakout yesterday, or the movement yesterday, was accompanied by volume. It was also accompanied by a lot of not just local buying, but it was also foreign buying as well. So today's movement characterizes a breakout from 37 for SM Prime Holdings. With that, the next possible target price is 39.3 pesos per share. So please remember this. SM Prime is already bullish also for the short, mid, and long term. So meaning, if you are a position trader, this breakout is also a trigger for you to come in. The breakout from 36 nga was already a buy signal for position trader. So by the way, guys, I'm not sure if I can overlay the charts in this because I'll try to upload this as soon as possible. So I hope you have your charts open while we are doing this. So for SM Prime, because of the breakout of 37, the next possible target price will be around 39.3 pesos per share for the short term. So why am I saying this? SM Prime, quick trader, failure to break out of 39.3, quick trader, take profits. Position trader, as long as it stays above 36, 37, no need to sell your position, because pretty much SM Prime now is bullish already. So SM Prime has turned bullish. Ayala Land is not yet there. Let's talk about another stock. I want to talk about Jgs Summit. Jgs Summit, over the prevailing theme of everything. Jgs Summit is still bearish, short, mid, and long term. It has to break out from specific resistance levels before it can actually turn and become bullish once again. However, the past movement showed us that it broke past already for me two specific resistances, two short-term resistances. The first one was the moving average at around 50.8 and 51 pesos per share. The breakout of that led to another breakout from the 53 peso level. So you are seeing two breakouts for Jgs Summit accompanied by not just price movement but accompanied by volume as well. So why am I saying this? Should the breakout continue and should it stay above 53, the next target price for JG Summit is around 58.7 to around 59 pesos per share. So look at this narrative. Breakout from 53, target price is 58.7 to 59. Failure to break out of that level, you are a quick trader. By all means, take profits already. Position traders, since the stock is still in a downward progression, we have no buy signal yet. JG Summit is just a game as of this point in time for quick traders. So the breakout of 53 will lead it to 58.7 to around 59. Fails to break out from that, quick trader, take profits in the stock. If it breaks out of 58.7 to around 59, you are a quick trader. Hold your positions as the stock can now challenge and go to as high as 65.8 pesos per share for the short term. Very, very, very interesting. By the way, the strong resistance there is around 65.8 pesos per share for the stock. Next one, let's talk about Aboitiz Equity Ventures. Aboitiz Equity Ventures had a good move today, had a large candle, had a large bullish move. Above and beyond that, it broke out of the 53.8 resistance level. So for those who position while that's happening, please remember this, the breakout there, people were still moving out while that breakout was happening, but nonetheless, if it stays above 53.8, please take note of the target price for Aboitiz Equity Ventures. Because of the breakout of 53.8, Aboitiz Equity Ventures can go to as high as 58 pesos per share for the short term. Breakout from 58, it will bring it to around 65 pesos. So Aboitiz Equity Ventures, breakout from 53.8, next target price is 58. Breakout from 58, next target price is 55. However, if it fails to break out of 58 pesos per share, you are a quick trader, take profits as of this point in time. Forgot to mention this. Similar to JG Summit, Aboitiz Equity Ventures is still bearish. I repeat, similar to JG Summit, Aboitiz Equity Ventures from a trend perspective is still bearish. So similar to JG Summit, you are a position trader. AEV, stay away first. This is only a game for quick traders. This is a game for people who would buy from the breakouts and from the volatility. So I'll just repeat this. Breakout from 53.8, stays above 53.8, target price is 58 pesos per share. Breaks out of 58, next target price is 65 pesos per share. Fails to break out of 58, take profits for the short term. Alright, so we've talked about 4 stocks already. Ali, which continues to break out. SM Prime, which is also breaking out. JG Summit and AEV, which is still in a downtrend but has started to push and break out as well. Let's talk about something that has been popular because of the Shake Shack deal. I'm talking about SSI. SSI, similar to AEV, money still moving out. The stock is also bearish from a trend perspective. The only narrative that you have here is that there's a change in direction. And the change in direction was the breakout from number 1. There was a breakout from 1.8 moving average, and then there's another breakout from a resistance and a moving average from the 2 peso mark. So now here's the play here. SSI position trading, stay away first because the trend is still pretty much bearish. However, if you are a quick trader, the breakout of 2 will bring it to 2.3. So if it stays above 2, it will bring the stock to 2.3. As it goes to 2.3 and it fails to break out from that, by all means take profits. But if it breaks out from 2.3, next target price will be around 2.5, 2.55 for the short term. So let's see if there's a strong sentiment that will push it, but there's still no indication from a price and volume perspective that it's solid. What we just have now are price and momentum oscillators telling us that there is a change in direction. Will it be strong enough to be able to change the direction things and trend for SSI? That's something we'll have to see, and that's something I'll update you with over the next few weeks. Next, let's talk about Now. The difference between Now and the other stocks that I've mentioned, Now is pretty much money's moving out. Now is pretty much also consolidating. No very, very strong upward movements, no strong downward movements. The range that it's moving at is 8.95 and 9.8. So if you are a quick trader and want to trade that, it's a very thin range. It's our 9% range. So if you want to buy at 8.95, sell at 9.8, you have a 9% gain when you trade those durations. The last time it hit 8.95 was around July 13. Then you could have sold 1 week after at around 9.8. Then as it goes back again to 8.95, you buy there. However, please remember this, since it's trading at a very, very narrow range, please remember this, if 8.95 does not hold, Now can possibly retrace down to 7.75 pesos per share. I repeat, it fails to hold 8.95, it can retrace down to 7.75. But if it breaks out of 9.8, I think it can go as high as number 1 to around 11 or to around 11.9 pesos per share for the short term. So now is pretty much a quick trader's game again because of its narrow consolidation. Stay away if it breaks down because it can go to around 7.75. Buy it if it breaks out of 9.8 as it will go to 11 to 11.9 pesos per share, and buy it if it holds and bounces off 8.95 and your target price is 9.8 pesos per share. So different strategies for the different stocks that we are looking at. So we have Ayala, SM Prime Holdings, Jgs Summit, Aev, SSI. Now, so by the way, these are all based from a technical analysis perspective. So these are for people who want to trade the markets. There's a different set. I use fundamentals specifically for my investing. And fundamentals, this is a misconception of people think that technicals is harder than fundamentals. But in reality, I find technicals easier because it's just you looking at the charts without computations, without as much math as fundamentals. Fundamentals has more math actually, but it's you looking at it from a business perspective as well. Speaking of business perspective, let's look at a company that hasn't really been impressive fundamentally. So I'm talking about Cemex. Cemex has been impressive though, technically speaking, because over the past 3-4 days, green candles all around. As it had green candles, money was moving in. As it had green candles and money was moving in, MACD was showing a change in direction and a more bullish undertone. Now it has also it did a couple of things. Bounced from the 2.9 support level. Number 2 broke out from the 3.1 resistance level. Number 2 broke out from 3.4. But now it's now trying to wiggle its way past the 3.6 peso resistance level. So let's try to break this down. Since the trend is still bearish, position traders, stay away first. Stay away. But since those who bought from those resistances and bounces that I've mentioned earlier, it's now at the resistance at 3.6 pesos per share. So what does this mean? At 3.6, it now fails to break out of that. By all means, take profits already, and that's what's amazing about the markets. You can make money off trading opportunities and trade setups like that. However, here's the thing. If it breaks past 3.5, 3.6, then we have another breakout. It will challenge the 4 peso level, which at this point in time, I think for now, that's the largest resistance. So please take this one by one. Breaks out of 3.6, target price is 4, hold your positions. Fails to break out of 3.6, take profits on the stock already. However, if it breaks out from 4, now this is what's going to happen. If it breaks out from 4, you are a position trader. This is a good time for you to come in because we are seeing a full reversal should it break out from 4. But if that doesn't happen yet, we could expect now to just trend downward again. And that's what's interesting about the stock market, and that's what's interesting about technicals. We don't need to guess, we don't need to speculate, but we just base it from what it is. So position traders come in if Cemex stays above 4 and it breaks out above 4 and it holds that level, we might see a reversal already for the stock. This is something that a lot of people have waited for so long already. So let's see if it actually happens and it actually comes to pass. But should it not happen, should it not break out to 3.6, take profits. Alright, so that's it for now. A quick snippet of the top stocks that you've requested. If you're new to this, subscribe, put a comment below, like, so you be part of our analysis as well. So stocks my request are the top stocks that you've requested via social media, and we just break it down with the hope while I'm doing this, you guys are also analyzing it from your end. Because if you guys know me, I'm not a person who likes to give you fish. I want you to learn how to fish, and I hope that you are analyzing this also while we are going through this as well. So that's it for now. I'm going to Hong Kong tomorrow. I'm flying out tomorrow, so if you're from Hong Kong, you're going to sign up for our seminars. I hope to see you there, and I hope that our technical sessions build the confidence that you can trade the markets with ease and confidence, because that's my dream, that's my heart. I want to see more and more and more Filipinos abroad invest well and make money off of the markets, that while they're employed there, they're using the resources of other countries. They're saving and piling as much money in the Philippines that they could live life at their own terms, and that's what the stock market can do. And the reason why I can I guess travel as well, because you can trade anywhere. That's the advantage of the stock market. It gives you the ability to live life at your own terms. It gives you the ability to trade whenever, wherever, at the comforts of the time and the availability of your schedule. So that's it, and I just hope that videos like this help you. These are all pretty much free because I just want people who would log into YouTube to learn more about the markets as well. So that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, and trade smart. See you all again soon. Guys, so this is the SAP Big Boss here in Manila.
Hi, what's up? I'm gonna go shake hands for my idol.
I thought you were, I saw you in India.
I just arrived yesterday.
Galing mo. Guys, ito nagpapaandar ng ekonomiya natin. Super.
Yes, go Philippines!
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Ayala.